Hey guys, James4545 here, back once again with an episode of Banjo Tooie. Get used to seeing that beginning screen a lot because, well, anytime you quit the game, that is actually where you come back out. I need to set it. There we go. Alright, let's try to make a little bit more progress in this episode. I couldn't help but notice I was wasting so much time in the other episodes, I never really made it anywhere. We're gonna save the exploring for later episodes. But right now I just want to get moving on and get to the meat of the game, which is of course going to once again be the worlds. Hello, this here is... She'll probably introduce herself actually. Here, you'll figure out who she is. Yes, she is Bottle's wife. Of course, we don't exactly want to tell her that her husband has pretty much died. So, for the entire game, we're pretty much going to keep that a secret. And, of course, Bottles will not be making it back for dinner. Banjo's lying. Alright, I cannot remember which direction we want to go first, but I'm going to come in here and get rid of Mr. Green Guy here. Is there nobody in this room? Oh, this is probably Bottles' wife's house. Or, not house, room. I guess we gotta go this way then. Oh yeah, I remember. I don't really, but I remember what this place is somewhat like. This is actually where we want to go, but we do want... Oh, I think we have to anyways. We want to talk to both of their kids, because they will actually, at least I know one of them will give us something. This is kind of just a story about King Jingling organizing the kickball tournament, which Bottles was apparently going to participate in, but as you could probably tell, all of the Jinjos are gone. King Jingling is dead, Bottles is dead, things aren't really going so well for the kickball tournament. Okay, and there's a bunch of pictures of people on the wall and stuff, but you know, that's... Okay, well, it's gonna take me a little while to get used to the controls. They're kind of like inverted and stuff, and you know, I gotta turn left to go right and right to go left. Well, not when I'm walking, but when I turn the camera, I mean. Okay, this is the guy that we wanted to talk to. That other guy we just kind of had to talk to for story, sort of, I guess. What he is going to give us is the Amazo Gaze glasses, apparently. And yes, we will get to see exactly what they do. If you zoom in and you use left, you can zoom in and zoom out, and it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. But yeah, this is the neat little upgrade we have for the game. Will help us out. I don't know if I'll ever actually use it. I mean, I guess I can kind of zoom in on stuff now, kind of scout out the situation before I get into it. Even though that seems slightly unnecessary to me. Yes. Jiggy Wiggy is magically speaking to us telepathically from inside the temple. That guy on the outside is not Jiggy Wiggy, that's just some random guy that just feels like being there for the sake of being there. Okay. I'm not gonna bother looking around right now, you know, there's kind of stuff. I should've just rolled into him. There's kind of stuff down there, you might be able to see it. There's a little secret path there, but I'll save that for later. For now, we're just gonna get this, and we're gonna come straight up here into this temple here, much like Mr. Jiggy Wiggy wanted us to do. We conveniently have that one Jiggy that I can't remember exactly how we got, but I think someone gave it to us or something for no reason. Yeah, that's just a disciple of Jiggy Wiggy. I wish we could just take his head. It must be worth it. Well, no, it's still just a Jiggy, but you know, it's a Jiggy. We should just steal his face. Then we'd have two Jiggies. But yes, I actually don't remember exactly how this works. Oh wait, no, I definitely do remember it. Make Jiggies? I never noticed that. That's funny. I didn't read too much of what he said, but make Jiggies. That's neat. Okay, but you know what? Very soon you will get to see what this is like. I hope. I think you will. No, probably not actually. We're apparently the chosen one. We're standing on top of the sacred Jiggy, by the way. Okay, no, you will get to see what this is like. So much like the first game... Where the heck's the golden monolith? Other side. Okay, but much like the first game, if we come up over here and press the B button, which he was probably going to tell us, there is eventually a puzzle. And yes, he's going to give us a tutorial, but we've done this before. Basically, of course, we want to... Are all the pieces... I think the pieces are actually all where they're meant to go. They just kind of moved them off to the side. Like, the top right corners are up in the top right. This one's right here. And the neat thing about this, I don't remember if the first one... No, the first one wasn't like this. What am I talking about? The pictures were on the walls. They didn't move. But you can kind of tell where the pieces go by looking at, you know, the background, because you can kind of see it matches up. And you can be like, oh, hey, this goes here. And there we go. So yeah, of course, that was our first puzzle, so it's going to be extremely easy. But I can guarantee you it will only get worse from there. We'll see that when we get to it, though. Now we get to watch this cutscene. Get used to this, because every time we open a new world, we have to watch this. I don't think there's any skip button, and I might as well let you see it. Behold the power of the mighty Jiggy Wiggy. I can wave my hands in the air sometimes. Saying, ayo. Opening a world, we go. Oh god. Okay. But yeah, as I pretty much just spoiled there, he might have even said it. Basically, every time we finish a puzzle, much like, once again, the first game, it will open up a new world for us. You know, with the magical beam of light, I'm a firing my laser shoot-the-whoop thing. It just magically makes the door open. I'm not one to question game mechanics, so they can do what they want. And now, I don't think there's any point to doing this. There's a whole bunch of signs. You know what, let's read one. Let's see what it says. Okay, go away. Oh. Okay, yeah, these are information signposts. When fortune smiles, here will be written. Okay, whatever. So that doesn't really matter. Right now, there's this thingy back here. I don't think this serves any purpose. There's just a couple signs back here. I don't think they actually... They might say some important stuff. What does this say? Have you looked on the roof of the red... Yeah, there's that big note up there that we can't get right now because we need a certain move to get it. No, I don't want to poke the sign. Read it. Witchy world is where fortune may smile upon you. Okay, we'll see that one later. And then... an egg container followed by drink... I don't even know. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what... Well, no, I knew what two of those cryptic signs meant. I did not know what the third one meant. But either way, we have opened our first world, so what do you say we jump into the first world? Now, I'm just gonna... What am I gonna... hold on. What's this? Nothing. Pointless cutscene to show me, oh hey, the door's closed. Okay, but, you know what, as we'll see when we get in here, maybe. Yes, this sign here tells us how many jiggies we have. Actually no, I think it tells you how many jiggies you need to open the door, and if you haven't opened it, it will tell you how many you need. Okay, first things first, this, as the guy's gonna tell us, is warp head. If you find more than one in the world, you know, you can warp between them. Yippee. This guy up here is just mean guy, shoot start, but I guess this isn't really a good way to show it off, but the worlds in this game are, I believe, bigger than the first one. And so, I did not come into any of these with any plan whatsoever. I'm pretty much just going to play through this game as I would normally play through if I wasn't doing a Let's Play, which is kind of go around and whatever I see, just kind of do it. So, we're just going to follow the notes. Follow your notes. Follow your notes. Do I need eggs? No, I like to pull that. Okay, this here is... He wants us to get our sorry hide over there. You know what, let's just let him explain it. Let's see, what do you have to say? This is basically the new bottles. Jam jars. But yep, he is Bottle's brother. Not brother. And they just straight up and tell him that he dead. And then he doesn't really care too much. Did he go out fighting? Nope, playing cards. Not even surprised. He has a really weird jaw. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. It was a second. He moved a lot. But yep, So basically, oh wow, I never really took a splash, so I'll put him back on. You look weird without him. There we go. Yeah, we already have him. Just give us a move, stupid. But yeah, it's really easy to get the notes. I don't think there's too often of a time when I've ever not had enough notes to get the move. Alright. But yes, as we will see in just a second, we got a game. I don't exactly remember how it works. Maybe like this. Yeah. So you can pretty much aim, and then you press Z to shoot, and see if I can do this. Oh, there we go. But yes, if we shoot that guy on the crystal on his forehead, he'll spin around and stuff. It doesn't really serve a purpose, it kind of stuns him for a little bit, and that's about it. But yeah, a little bit different here. The notes now, I don't know what they did in the first game, but they're in stacks of 5 now, is what I was gonna say. But yeah, now that we have this second warp pad, if we walk onto it and press B, we can now go back to the world, entry and exit. And if we were there, of course, it would say near Mumbo's house or something along those lines. Alright, now when we get in here, I remember there's something on the floor here. These are globos. Globo, I think. Globo. Pot A, yeah, Globo. These are basically the new Mumbo skulls and something else in just a second that we will. Yeah, we'll see in this level. We will. Mumbo, wake up. Hi, how are you? Yes. He built a new skull. It's 2 stories now. But yeah, if we give Globo to Mumbo, he will do stuff for us. And it's probably not gonna be what you're thinking. As you can see, he's getting out of his chair and reaching into his pants. But yes, we basically get to control Mumbo. And Mumbo can do semi-interesting stuff like Zappy Zappy. That's about it. But yeah, there is actually a point to him, as we will come to see in just a teensy little bit after we do a little bit of running. I don't know if I'm really a big fan of being Mumbo. I mean, he's useful for doing the stuff that only Mumbo can do. But other than that, I mean, it's much easier being Banjo, especially for getting around and stuff. And it takes a while to kill people. You gotta zap them for a while. Okay, now this. As long as, yeah, I can explain it. I don't need you to tell them, I can tell them. Actually, I probably wouldn't have known what button to press. But yes, these honeycombs, the ones with the numbers on them, will basically keep moving like this, and whichever honeycomb it was on when you hit the button, that is how many honeycombs you will have when it's over. And later on, you know, in the harder levels, bigger levels, what was it? Oh wait, we're not Banjo, we can't do anything here, so let's just fall in here. Can you swim? No, you just... Okay, so we can't go get that Jinjo, but, what was I saying? I don't remember anymore. I was saying something. I completely forgot what I was saying, but whatever. Let's come over here. This is basically the only thing that Mumbo is good for. This, right here. The pad with Mumbo's face conveniently placed on him. Get used to watching this, well, not this cutscene exactly, but basically hearing the same background sound and watching Mumbo shake his bag around and stuff happen. But yes, basically for this one, Mumbo brings this golden statue back to life. And I think you might be able to skip this later, or maybe it just doesn't even show it. But now we get to control this guy, so pretty much it's like, I don't know where I was going with that, Inception or something, you know, we get to control a guy who's controlling a guy, which is pretty neat. We can actually kill these things. I don't want to waste too much time, because we do have an agenda here, which is opening these doors. Actually, you know what, let's just go inside here. Why not? I do think there is actually a point to coming in here. I'm not just wasting time. Let's see. Is there a point to coming in? No. I know there's a point to coming in here. I'm not crazy. We can't get that Jinjo, because obviously we're a little bit too big to fit in here. What we can do is come over here and just get that. because we're super tall. I think we can get it without it to begin with, but you know, why not get it now? We're gonna have to turn into this guy twice, most likely, because there's still more stuff. Not a whole lot, I think. I think I just need to only open that other door. We can come open this thing. That place will actually become very familiar to you, because I'll show it off eventually. I need to stop foreshadowing. I do a lot of foreshadowing, because I think I'm gonna say something and then you know I change my mind. And there we go. Now we have that warp pad, so anytime we want to come back here, it's really easy. Alright. So I think we did everything in there that we can do with this guy, and now that our magic has run out, we're going to go back to where Mumbo was, of course. And yes. And now that is all the time we have for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Later.